GTA 6 taking inspiration from Fortnite? It's very possible. Also, why does the alleged GTA 6 actress Leslie Louvet deny working on the game? But wait, there's more, because a huge QA GTA 6 tester leak appears to be true after all the years. It looks like for a long time we've known a lot of facts about the upcoming game without even being aware of it. We're gonna cover huge news today, but before we start, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like your browser is slower than a dump truck in GTA? Let's change that with Opera GX, a browser built with gamers in mind, fast and fully customizable. Just like customizing your ride in Los Santos with GX mods, you can entirely flip the look of your browser. Check this out, a GTA-inspired mod right here. You can even add sound effects and background music for an immersive experience. Every installed mod can be easily enabled and disabled directly from the sidebar. That's the GX Corner. In a single click, you'll find gaming's hottest deals, new releases, free games, and the latest gaming news all in one place. You can even filter by platform to keep things personally tailored. What about making the switch? It's faster than waiting for GTA 6. Trust me, Opera GX's import tool lets you transfer all your settings like bookmarks, cookies, and, well, also the browsing history from your previous browser. And unlike the smartphone in GTA 5, Opera GX integrates apps like TikTok, Discord, and other messengers directly into the sidebar. Multitasking was never easier. I'm sure you're ready to stop browsing like an NPC and start browsing like a real gamer. Click the link in the description below or in the pinned comment to download Opera GX for free. Unlike GTA Plus, Opera GX offers tons of value and it's completely free. But getting back to the video, have you ever wondered which games Rockstar Games could take inspiration from when creating GTA 6? There are certainly many such games, but what if I told you that Fortnite is one of them? We all know that one of the reasons why Grand Theft Auto games have become famous is their incredible radio soundtracks. From the iconic tunes of Vice City to the nostalgic beats of San Andreas, Rockstar Games has always nailed the art of curating songs for in-game radio stations. But as time has passed, the radio stations in GTA have started to feel static and stale, especially in GTA 5. On the other hand, Fortnite has shown us how dynamic and exciting an in-game music experience can be. Every time you log into Fortnite, you're hearing some new tracks on the in-game radio. Whether it's the latest hits or a mix of oldies and recent releases, Fortnite keeps its music fresh and ever-evolving. And that got me thinking, why shouldn't GTA 6 follow suit? Imagine this. You start up GTA 6, hop into a car, and suddenly, a brand new song starts playing on the radio. The DJ even mentions it, immersing you in a world that feels alive and in tune with the real music scene. This feature would breathe new life into the game, making each playthrough feel unique and exciting. Sure, Rockstar has made some updates to GTA Online's music library over the years, but they've been few and far between. And let's be honest, most of those tracks weren't exactly radio hits. It's time for Rockstar to step up their game and deliver a more dynamic experience in GTA 6. Now, I'm not saying that Rockstar should simply add Spotify support or generic playlists. I really appreciate their dedication to curating a vibe that suits the game's world. What I'm saying is that Rockstar should continue their way of selecting the songs, while making the radio more dynamic by adding songs that are relevant to the game's updates timeframe. And here's the even more exciting part. Rockstar's plans for GTA 6 might involve a large map that slowly grows and expands over time, similar to what Fortnite has done. If this becomes a reality, Fortnite-like radio stations that update frequently with new tracks could be the perfect fit. But let's switch gears and talk about something I mentioned in my previous video. The speculation surrounding the main character in GTA 6 has been running wild, with fans eagerly trying to uncover any hints or leaks. One actress who found herself in the center of these rumors is Leslie Louvet. Known for her work in Far Cry 6, Louvet was suggested by some supposed leakers to be playing Lucia, the main female character in GTA 6. However, Louvet recently took to Instagram to address these speculations and clarify the situation. In a late June Instagram story, Louvet revealed that she had been bombarded with messages from fans asking if she would be appearing in GTA 6. In her response, she made it clear that she is not involved in the game, stating, "I'm not Lucia, y'all. I'm Xenia from Far Cry 6. Stop messaging me, people." It seems that fans had their sights set on the wrong target with this specific rumor. So, who is the actor playing Lucia then? We still don't have a definite answer. Rockstar Games sometimes likes to cast actors and actresses of very little notoriety, so there's a chance the person playing Lucia is a completely unknown name that thus can't even be discovered. Previously, there was strong belief that it could be Alexandra Cristina Echevarri, based on her professional profile where she mentioned her work as a principal character in a Rockstar game. Additionally, her previous voiceover work and a striking resemblance to Lucia from the leaks fueled even more curiosity. In GTA 5, the voice voice actors, namely Ned Luke, Stephen Ogg, and Sean Fontino, were also the main characters of the game. Drawing from this theory, some have speculated that Alexandra could potentially be the inspiration or role model for Lucia in GTA 6. However, until official announcements are made, we must approach these theories with a healthy dose of skepticism. In the last few days, there has been quite a buzz surrounding the possibility of a Red Dead Redemption remaster. The Game Rating and Administration Committee of Korea recently published a new rating for RDR on June 15th. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my previous video where I discuss this exciting news. Now, amidst all the excitement, a user on the GTA forums raised an interesting question. Do you all think the GTA 4 remaster could also be a possibility again? Well, according to Rockstar Games insider and data miner Tez2, the chances seem to be slim. He replied, "No, RDR 1 was more meant to be the next project regardless. GTA 4 was more in the air." Tez2 went on to shed more light on the situation, saying, "Their long-term plan was to expand to other non-GTA series after GTA Definitive Edition. This dates back 2 or 3 years ago. RDR 1 and Max Payne was eventually going to happen. Rockstar and Take-Two had a future laid out for Grove Street Games all before the GTA Definitive Edition fiasco. For Take-Two, it's not just remasters, but the mobile industry too. Have you seen Logan McGee's thread? Unknown to most, if not all of us, Take-Two recently acquired GameClub.io, which is now leading development on the Rockstar mobile launcher. If GSG didn't fumble the bag, they would have been the ones leading the development. GTA 4 was more of a possibility, and that was before GTA Definitive Edition. I think the important question is, if this happens to be true, who's leading development? If it's Rockstar themselves, then that would be surprising considering we're getting closer to GTA 6 release window. But this expands to a further discussion of how Rockstar have been thinking about solutions and ways over the past few years to work on 2 or more games simultaneously without having to slow down significantly while reaching a major blockbuster release like 6. If it's a new studio, then there's hope for more remasters. I don't think there's much to add. I just truly hope that we'll see GTA 4 remaster or remake one day. This game is a masterpiece. The next thing is crazy because 4 years ago, there was a huge leak from QA tester for Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6. It appears the leak was real. Just listen what he said. "I did QA testing for RDR 2 and GTA 6, the latter starting pre-production in 2014, I believe. I was using a PS5 dev kit. The game entered large-scale development sometime around late 2016 during the time frame Rockstar began marketing Red Dead Redemption 2. Half the studios went full force on RDR, the other half on GTA 6. Some background first. RDR 2 was a huge project for Rockstar, and apparently a ton of morale was lost. The game makers weren't even sure if they were making a game that was fun to play, as the studio heads kept pushing everyone to incorporate all these state-of-the-art immersive qualities and attention to detail, especially in the wildlife and visuals department. Overall, RDR 2 was a daunting project that sucked the soul out of just about everyone. However, the Rockstar guys were pretty adamant about returning to the series and revisiting the van der Linde legacy, they like to call it. They were very fond of the story they had created for Arthur Morgan. It was essentially their soul game, but RDR 2 was also sort of seen as a test mule for GTA 6, even though a ton of passion and blood was put into it, and the producers behind it were more than confident in it being a critical success just off brand and hype alone. They ultimately knew a techie game had to be made before GTA 6 just to see where the company's footprint was in the next-gen sphere. Rockstar knew GTA 6 wouldn't be feasible on PS4 and Xbox One if they wanted to pull off a generation-defining GTA title that pushed the bar. They also had RDR 2 on their hands. GTA 5 was also kind of seen as their mainline GTA, since it originally came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360's deathbed, but had a ton of staying power even today as we're approaching the 9th generation. Overhead, some mates at the studio joking about GTA 5 being a one-man casino for Rockstar, the game that just keeps on giving. Anyways, RDR 2's engine is sorta a precursor to GTA 6. You might have noticed just how amazingly crafted and realistic the volumetric clouds were in RDR 2's skybox, despite only ever being able to take in the skies in one mission, the hot air balloon one. This is because GTA 6 is reusing, building off the skybox in RDR 2, since the game has a heavy emphasis on air travel. I've flown a military jet in the game, called the Sun Siege, and the world from above is truly a marvel. What Rockstar managed to achieve is extraordinary, and will push the open world genre to unseen limits. It almost felt like a privilege being able to play the game, even in an unfinished state, before the world is ready to experience it. The game on ground level is still in early stages, and wasn't all that pretty. I can only imagine the final product though. All the main roads and streets were laid out, but not everything was completed or fully detailed. Lots of bland geography here and there. The artists still have a lot of work to touch up. But the map is huge, like stupendously huge, hence the game's emphasis on air travel. It makes GTA 5 look like a schoolyard playground. There are an array of atmospheric effects that bring out the life in everything. Light pollution, hurricane winds, morning fog, etc. I've never seen an open-world game this realistic before. Map. The playable game territory encompasses two major cities, Carcer City, which is sort of this dirty East Coast area based on Boston, Massachusetts, and Vice City, based on Miami, Florida. Every individual county is named as well. I can't remember the names right now. I think Scout County was one. The game is also divided into 3 states. I spent more time in Carcer since I found it to be the more interesting city. It is, however, easy to get lost in, since a lot of the roads are so spirally and don't always follow a classic grid pattern. The satire surrounding some of the historic US landmarks I discovered got a laugh out of me. I've encountered some deviant statues in the Charlestown knockoff area. I was told a historic tour would be a side attraction in the game. I also fast-traveled via Blue Line train, which took me to the airport area. There is also an abundance of towns, shanties, waterfronts, suburbs, hideouts, and wilderness between the 2 cities, and a military base in the Florida region where I stole my jet. I did a couple flyovers, but I didn't get to digest the map in its entirety on foot. If you fly up high enough, you get this atmospheric bloom effect. Think Google Earth. The countryside sort of transitions from Massachusetts-esque farmland and seasides. Fishing is a mini-game. Didn't get to play it. Stretches of red oak forest and freeways treading through fields and towns, to marshy grassland, and eventually a swampy Florida countryside not unlike the bayou from RDR2, just way bigger and less misty. It's a very long and gradual transition between the 2 cities, but it's a little awkward traveling from Boston to Miami without any other major US cities in between save some small towns. It's a very long and gradual transition between the 2 cities, but it's a little awkward traveling from Boston to Miami without any other major US cities in between. It's still well realized even in an unfinished state. There are also small chunks of islands based on the Keys, dubbed the Chain in GTA 6's world, connected via a long highway based on the 7-mile bridge. I had lots of fun trying to survive a cop chase while crossing the entire bridge, which is really only like 2 miles long in the actual game. The aesthetic of Vice City's area is very similar to the Bayou and Gorma from RDR2. Again, think Test Mule. The water effects are on par with Sea of Thieves, just stunning. There is underwater exploration as well, but I didn't spend too much time below the surface. Overall, the map design is the most authentic yet in a Rockstar game. It doesn't feel as gamey as RDR2 or GTA 5, where biomes felt compressed next to each other. They really went all out and it shows. I felt very overwhelmed exploring such a huge and richly detailed game world. I can't even remember everything. So many roads and huge spaces. It'll take many long hours to memorize this map without relying on the radar. There was way more info, but I focused on the most important part. So as you can see, even though this message is from a few years ago, this guy knew a lot. Last year's leaks prove that many RDR2 mechanics are in GTA 6. Plus the Vice City map he mentioned appeared to be the main city in the game. The Carcer City is what interested me even more. It's a fascinating connection to a different Rockstar IP, Manhunt. While the previous GTA games from the 3D era subtly referenced Manhunt through minor Easter eggs, the possibility of seeing this city in one of the future GTAs seemed impossible. Overall, his whole message seemed to be legit. Of course, there may be a big part of things Rockstar was only testing, and we won't see them in the final product. It's possible that the game will come out with just the Vice City map at first, and then will be expanded with Carcer City and other locations. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all of this? So, since we covered all the news today, I want to take a moment to shout out all my amazing patrons. Your generous support helps keep this channel going, and I can't thank you enough for that. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If so, please give it a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be updated about my next videos. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a great day everyone, and see you in the next one.